Oh boy, oh gee, oh gosh, we're back
Who'd have
again.
thought?
That the way I said that honestly gave me sex on that.
Legs.
You know. But welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where the tea is piping hot and we are always ready to spill. I'm Logan Murphy, president of the Vasil fan club.
And I am Sam de Montebreda, your fellow friendly, non-binary, Filipino, Canadian, mentally unstable, hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto. And
Yes, God.
we have a different drink today. It's like orange strawberry banana juice.
That's a cute moment for you. I don't fuck with banana, but that's a cute moment for you.
I don't either, actually. It's okay. If it's like a smoothie, maybe.
Yeah, good genre. No, regardless of what it's in, I always taste banana, even if it's like a little bit. I always taste it, and it's just
banana's a strong flavor.
It is. I am here today with a concoction in my giant pitcher that my roommate bought from IKEA, which we love. It is orange cranberry G Fuel, gfuel.com, by the way. With lime, mint, and elderflower sparkling water, and it's beautiful and lovely and fabulous. And we are here today to discuss the 6 songs competing in Za Evrosong to be the North Macedonian representative to Eurovision 2022. So grab your cup and let's dive into it. This is an interesting national selection because it kind of came out of nowhere, Sam.
It did. It really did. But at least it's only 6 songs. If it came out of nowhere with 22 songs,
I would have been annoyed.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find So we have a new background. You may have noticed. I want to shout out the person that made these, and I can't find it. Oh no. But yes, so we have these new lovely, beautiful backgrounds that we are using. I got it. Shout out to @Sergio Arias P on Twitter for dropping a Google Drive link when they didn't have to help those of us that love Eurovision and cover it. So thank you, Sergio. You're fabulous. Your link will be below as well. But we love and appreciate you very much for these backgrounds because they are so well done. But yes, so Za Evrosong is happening on the 4th of February. These songs got released just a few days ago at the time of filming, which, by the way, we are filming on officially 100 Days to Eurovision. Oh boy, it's so scary. It's so scary and terrifying.
It really is. But here's that.
But yes, so Za Evrosong will be happening on the 4th of February. The songs were released on the 28th, so 2 days ago at the time of filming this. And online voting also opened, but it's only open to citizens of North Macedonia. So we don't get to vote in this one. I think the only one we were able to vote in was the Czech Republic. I think so far. But yes, so online voting will close on the 4th, and then we will know who North Macedonia is sending this year. So without further ado, let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Perfect. As always, alphabetical order because it's easy. Y'all should know by now if you've watched a few of these. Then you know. We're going to start with Andrea with the song Circles.
I fucking love this song.
Fucking cool song. I love it.
I love this song.
Oh my gosh. It's so... Well, I wrote a lot for this one.
I wrote a decent amount for this. I think I might have written the most for this.
I wrote the most for this one. She's very clearly... She's got a very clear lower and mid register that she is strong in, and she stays there, but I wasn't bored by that.
I was not bored by it either, because also she goes up there too.
does, yeah.
But you know, altos are very underrated. You know, not much love goes to the altos.
Yeah. Especially female altos.
Exactly.
Especially female altos. I think this is really cool as is. I would love a revamp personally.
That's fair.
I think there are a few dynamics that I think I would change. It also does, I did write, it's slightly repetitive towards the end.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I don't dislike that, but it is something I noted. She did co-write the song as well, so it's clearly a very personal story to her.
Yeah. No, I'm into the words. I love the start. She has a great voice. She's great in both of her registers. I think the chorus is catchy. I think it's a very powerful song.
Absolutely.
I will agree with the revamp. But the foundation and everything that the song needs is there. It just needs to be more honed in on.
Of course. Yep. Could not agree with you more, bestie. But yes, I think this would be so cool at Eurovision as well. Like this could be really cool. So good luck to Andrea. Do your thing, girl. Next up is Kaly with Love and Light.
So this was actually the very first song. This was the first of the 6 songs that I listened to.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I enjoyed it. Not as much as
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So very hesitantly.
Okay.
Cool. I love the dramatic aspect of it. I think she has a great voice. It sounds like it's the one song in this list I can say like, oh, I've never heard this before kind of thing. Because I can't think of another song it sounds like.
I mean, it doesn't really sound like a cohesive song, in my personal opinion.
That's fair.
There's nothing.
Yeah. No, I will say, I did say as well, there's too much going on in this song.
It gives me, in a similar but different way, it gives me the song from Melody Grand Prix in Norway. We Still Here. We Still Here. In that like chaotic what the fuck is going on vibe. I listened to this song and then looked at how long it was and I was like, that was only 2.5 minutes. It dragged on for me in a way that I didn't love. I also am really interested. I would love to see the score for this song because it feels written in like 3/4 time, but also feels written in some like weird, obscure time signature.
I don't know. That's why I kind of liked it because I do love myself a little like polyrhythmic moment, and
I also love a polyrhythmic moment, but not here.
That's fair.
I just didn't connect with this song really on any level.
I can find like a message to the song either. So
there's a message there, but I just didn't get a clear sense of where it was musically, lyrically, or rhythmically.
No, I'll agree with that, but I still liked it. Not as much as Circles, but like.
Mm-hmm. I will say this is not the worst song in this national selection.
Not. It's definitely.
We'll get there very shortly. But first, we have to discuss Lara with the song Flower of Sorrow.
Amazing song. I love
this. This is great.
I love it.
This is great.
So I made a comparison specifically with her voice. So her voice kind of gives me Ariana Grande meets Leona Lewis.
See, I went directly, and this is going to be a very fitting reference here. I went immediately to Tamara Tedesca.
Wow. Okay.
Immediately. This is the song that is most trying to replicate Proud, in my opinion. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Clearly, Tamara did the best that North Macedonia has seen in decades. So why not try to replicate that and see if you can get the same result? I don't think there's ever going to be a song that lives up to exactly what Proud does.
Mm-hmm.
And I there's a lot of the songs in these national selections that I relate to Proud, but it's because it's one of my favorite Eurovision songs of all time.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that way I don't mean it in the sense of like the message of the song, because Proud is very specifically like female empowerment and that message, and I love that. This gives me a very similar vibe and a very similar like potential staging.
Yeah.
To Proud is kind of where I'm at with it.
Mm-hmm.
It is ever so slightly boring, I will say.
I personally wasn't bored by it, but
by the end, I was like, okay, flower of sorrow, sure. There's a flower and it's sorrowful, sure. But yeah, go ahead.
My one critique I will say is that although I love her voice, like the runs are great, but we still need to know what you're saying, because at a couple points she's eating her words.
Yeah. I definitely said that a revamp was necessary.
A revamp is definitely necessary.
It has this weird abrupt ending that I didn't particularly care for.
Yeah.
And then some of the English was a little... There was one chunk in particular, and it's when she says burning to ground. I found that very awkward to listen to, and you could very easily change it to burnt to the ground, and lyrically and musically it would sound a little better. But with the right revamp and the right staging, I said that this has the potential to be a Eurovision classic.
Okay.
I see so much potential in this song.
No, this song has that, very similar to what I said about Circles. It has that foundation. It just needs to be more refined.
Yes. I couldn't agree with you more. She's also got the powerful voice to pull this off.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she has these vocal chops in the live performance, because if she does, honestly, I don't see a universe where she doesn't win.
Yeah. No,
I will say there are 3 more songs we have to talk about, but this and Circles are the 2 songs that I'm like, one of these has to win, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And that's kind of the general consensus among the Eurovision community. Not many people are talking about this, but it's also because they kind of just dropped this and said, oh, by the way, we're doing this. And luckily we had time in our schedule to cover it, because I didn't even think we were going to have time.
Yeah.
We kind of had to move some things around just to be able to cover this, because it got dropped so late. So countries, please drop your songs with a relative amount of time before your first whatever you're doing. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
So I'm looking at Eurovision World right now and seeing how the poll's faring, even though we have no say in it. But it does seem like Circles is the favorite, and Flower of Sorrow is only behind by 30 votes.
Ooh, that's close. Wow, I just pulled it up as well. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like it has to be one of those 2.
It has to.
I think if it's not one of those 2, they're not going to qualify.
Yeah.
Is kind of, there's a third that, maybe. Maybe.
And I can see how I'm not as for it.
We'll talk about it shortly, but yeah. So we go from a beautiful, beautiful, sorrowful message to this fucking shit show. Reese Flower, Flying to Berlin. I have never seen a song on Eurovision World ranked this low. This has 1.4 stars at the last time I looked.
Wow.
And it deserves less. This is barely a song.
Yeah.
All I wrote, and I think this might be a fitting way to just wrap it up and then we can move on. He's kind of hot at certain angles. He actually said ASAP in the song, this is bad.
Yeah, I
certain angles.
I haven't even put my notes up yet. Let me see.
Love that. Certain angles in a dark club, maybe.
So I said that I like the energy, I like the music, I don't like the vocals, I don't like the lyrics. I did make a comparison saying that it gives very much the discount version of like Arctic Monkeys slash like
Ooh, okay.
keyword discount. Like kind of around
Not
that.
even discount. I would say clearance.
Yo.
And that's shade. Yeah, no. Let's move along, shall we? This, okay. Victor, Viktor Apostolovski, Superman. This is everything I should hate. But for some reason,
You don't.
I'm kind of on board with this song.
Listen, this song does things to me.
He does things to me. Okay, welcome to Thirst Corner, because I would like to point out, you know what?
Viktor Apostolovski.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on, just you give your thoughts, because
okay, so despite like it's kind of like eat your salad vibes kind of thing.
a little, yeah.
A little eat your salads, a little give that wolf a banana, where it's like, oh, you can't take the song
Mhm.
seriously, but I love it.
Mhm.
No, I love the music, I love the vibe. I love he has a decent voice. He actually has a solid voice.
He's a pretty good voice.
He's a pretty good voice.
I equated this to What Does the Fox Say?
Okay.
Mostly musically.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I will say, okay, so when
It's very in pocket too, which I
watched,
enjoy. I watched the video too.
He's got a solid musicality, but what I will say, this is the thumbnail I was greeted with.
I saw that too.
God, okay.
Viktor Apostolovski, if you were out there,
God help us all.
Yeah.
That's a straight man though. He sings about it.
If you're one of us, please give me.
He sang about women though, but like, I mean, he could be bisexual. Who knows?
He could. Hopefully, there's still time.
God help us. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the hottest man in any national selection we've done.
So I would agree with that too.
Honestly, it's him.
I said it was sexy. It was
him. It's Aiden from Malta. Our Maltese review is coming out soon, and then I think my third, honestly, would be Gonzalo and Mida from Spain. Those are the three.
I would also put, for me, Christian from it was either Estonia or Latvia. Or sorry, not Christian. No. With me tonight, Stefan
Jakobsen. Oh, he's hot too, yeah.
He's hot, yeah.
Whew. And this has been Thirst Corner, brought to you by The Cup. Boy, Jesus, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, I showed that to my roommate, who is also gay, and he was like, "Oh, hi," and I was like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
So, like, if you win, Viktor,
you see all. Yeah, I see the playlist, and then I see all the thumbnails, and then I see Superman, and it's that, and I'm like, what? Oh, he's really trying hard for the televotes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I'm pretty sure this is 100% televote. So don't be surprised when Superman wins.
But like, I wouldn't be mad at it because it's a solid song too.
I wouldn't be horribly upset about it.
I wouldn't be horribly upset either.
Let's go there. All right. Yeah. Last up is another cute guy. I thought he was fairly cute and lovely. This is Yon Idy with the song Dreams.
It's cute.
I actually really like this song.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Here's the thing. It's
not my worst. It's not the worst.
Oh, not the worst at all. For me, it's like
we're in agreement on the worst one.
We know the worst one. From there, I'm actually kind of curious where you rank them. But for me, this is chill. It gives me very John Mayer, Train, that sort of like alternative energy that I listen to regularly. So this is a song that would like fit in on one of my normal playlists that I put on repeat. It doesn't go a whole lot of places musically, and I wish it did. But he did write this song, so I want to give him props for that, because I do think the lyrics and the lyricality of the song is really cool. I just wish the music was a little bit more dynamic, but I think this is a really good song.
It's not my favorite.
Fair.
I love his guitar playing. I really enjoyed that. His voice, I'm like on the fence about, but I do get the drummer reference, which I think is a slight plus for me. It's honestly I love the vibe of it though. I love the vibe.
It's such a cool vibe.
It's such a cool vibe. But I will agree as well. It doesn't give much vocally, and I wish he did a lot more with the melodies. Because also it got really one note after the first verse. I couldn't really find a climax for it.
It's very singer-songwriter, and sometimes that's really good at Eurovision, and sometimes it's not. And I don't necessarily think that this is a good instance of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's good. This is probably my perfectly inoffensive award for today, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
That's probably where I'm at with it. I think of the 6, this is the perfectly inoffensive award today. Okay. So, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
The world's shortest video.
We haven't even hit half an hour yet.
I know, I love it.
We still have points to give out. So
we sure do, and there's one song
I'd like me to go.
Well, here's the thing, Sam. I think we have the same song ranked last. I don't even really want to give him 5 points, but unfortunately, that's the lowest value that we have today. We all know where this is going. Moving on. Okay, this is where it gets a little interesting. I don't know if we're gonna agree.
I don't know if we're gonna agree either. So I have a feeling that I know what song you're gonna put at number 6, and it might.
And I have a good feeling it's not the same song that I put, but I think I know where yours is too. So to confirm, my 6 points go to Love and Light,
and my 6 points go to Dreams.
Yep. Yeah. That. Yep. Well, funny enough, my 7 points go to Dreams,
and funny enough, my 7 points go to Love and Light.
I'm pretty sure we also have the same third.
I think so.
Superman.
Fabulous.
Okay.
And now I have no idea.
This is where, realistically, this is the top 2. One of these songs needs to go to Eurovision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to agree here.
I don't know if we're going to agree.
My 10 points today goes to Circles.
So my 10 points go to Flower of Sorrow.
Yeah. They're both so good.
They're both good.
For me, so my 12 points go to Flower of Sorrow. And the reason why...
Yeah, and my 12 points go to Circles, so...
Yeah, so my reasoning is, like, both of these songs are very, very, very good. I would genuinely wish both of them could go to Eurovision. What it came down to me, was looking at the potential and looking at a potential revamp and how it would fare on a Eurovision stage. And I think Flower of Sorrow has just a little bit of a better chance of getting North Macedonia qualified.
That's fair.
Because I think that's the biggest thing with this year is obviously Vasil didn't qualify when arguably he had one of the best voices in the contest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that he wrote a Disney song and then performed a Disney song. But I think Lara has just a little bit of a better chance of qualifying than Andrea does. I feel confident in saying that both of them would qualify. But I think Lara gets them a little bit of a better result, whereas I feel like you probably think that of Andrea.
Yeah, I think for me, what gives Andrea the edge is the amount of like grit and power she has in her voice.
Sure.
Versus like Lara's agility, and range and everything that she can do with her voice. But again, my critique about Lara eating her words. If she doesn't eat her words, then it'll be fine. Yeah, no, and I think that Like again, I love myself a huge like powerful like rock move. I should rock kind of I like
Andrea felt a little bit more like alternative.
yeah I think that's what it is for me.
Like alternative, it did give me, and I didn't say this when we talked about it, it did give me a little Billie Eilish, but everybody does nowadays.
I didn't get Billie Eilish.
A little. It was at some
like
point
at the slightest. I guess her aesthetic, like
her lower register sounds very similar to Billie.
Okay, yeah.
That's where it got me a little bit. But this is our public service announcement to the people of North Macedonia. Please vote one of these two songs. Please do it. Please. Or, you know what? Viktor Apostolovski, sure. He'll be nice to look at. He won't qualify, but he'll be nice to look at.
But if he qualifies, I'm not mad at it.
If he qualifies, please perform shirtless. That's all we're asking. You may qualify if you do, sir. So, with that, we did it. That was the shortest video by far that we've ever done.
And we still haven't hit half an hour.
We still haven't hit half an hour. I was trying to draw it out to see if we were going to get there, but I don't think we're going to. But that is what we think about Za Evrosong 2022. But what do y'all think? Let us know in the comments. Tweet at us at The Cup Reality and tweet at both of us individually. It'll be in the description. It's scrolling on screen right now. Make sure to let us know what you think about this national selection that popped up out of absolute thin air. And we'll be back with another one very shortly, because at this point we're about halfway through.
I think we are.
We're about halfway through the national selections. Thank the Lord above. February is fun.
February is gonna be a long month for us.
Oh boy, I can't wait. So with that, bestie, cheers!
Cheers!
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Get out of here. What are you doing?
Please
Bye.
Lara Sorrow or Circles.
Please vote Circles or Flower of Sorrow. Thank you.
Thank
Viktor
you.
Apostolovski, give me a chance. Goodbye.
Give me a chance. Goodbye.